I thought I'd make a little video of where I'm at on the boat now and give a little tour of the yard too. We've got our tomatoes going in there, going like crazy because we've had record rain. And so you can see the grass is as nice as it's ever looked. And it looks like it's gonna do the daily rain here. It's kind of aggravating because I'm trying to work on the boat outside if it's something dusty and I can move all my stuff out or back in very easily on these portable tables. But anyway, I'm getting down to the final bits and pieces here. I've got, I think, 4 or 5 layers of paint on the boat, and every time I do it I always mess something up and then have to go back. It's hard just to repaint one spot, although I'm coming down to that. You can sand it, wet sand it with 800 grit paper, and it's hard to tell that you've brushed on some paint. But so this is where we're at right now. These are the mounts for the crossbars. They're all glued in and through bolted into the hole. And this is my latest thing here, which is a carbon fiber skin that I put on the cockpit, and I've only got the first coat of glass of epoxy onto it. This will all be filled up and it'll be glossy. Glossy on the outside. I think this is all the wood that I'm going to have exposed is going to be the little hatch cover here. I've got the sliding seat operational, but I've still got to just put the screws in. And then I've got a foot plate that comes with some nice foot straps that goes in. This doesn't look all that comfortable with these holes here. I may have to get some kind of a pad for that. Anyway, this is the mast step for the aft mast. It's all screwed and glued in, and it feels extremely sturdy. It's all waterproof, and it's through bolted here into the bulkhead, and then it's got a lot of epoxy that looks kind of messy right now. I'm going to paint that over. So the only thing that's left to do is to put on the rudder and tiller, and then I've got the masts. This is the rowing arms. I forget the name for that right now. And I've got the centerboard, which is got its first coat of paint. And then the tiller. That's the tiller. And then the rudder is up here. And these are all shaped. It was quite a job. And that's pretty much it. This is the trailer that I put together. Very nice trailer. And so that's about it. It's I mean, I could take it on the water now and row it, but I don't think I'm going to launch it till I've got the rigging and the masts all in there. I'm going to be going out to Seattle this week, and I'll be able to buy there's not that much, the fittings to attach the main sheet. The sails are self-supported. There's no stays or shrouds. They just fit down into this receptacle, and it fits into that little ring right there, which is a PVC ring that's glassed in at the bottom, so it's completely waterproof, and it's extremely sturdy feeling, as do these. These are rock solid. I'm just thinking about all the things that could break off in the race to Alaska a couple of weeks ago, somebody had one of these row cruisers, and apparently they hit a log. And I'm not sure if they got a hole in the boat or if it just broke the pieces off. I'll have to find out. But basically the centerboard just comes out of this little notch. And you can imagine if something hit the centerboard, it could rip the floor out of the bottom of the boat. The plywood's only, I think it's 4 millimeters thick. So that's definitely a consideration if you have logs, which there are lots of logs up there. Anyway, I just wanted to go to the, and show Mom the garden. All of our trees look incredible with moistures. The apples and pears. And this is our raspberries, but they're not anywhere near coming out yet. This rhubarb is like taking over the garden, and the hops are just going crazy. And then our asparagus kind of bolted, but we're just going to let it go, and then hopefully next year it'll be good. And then we've had incredible strawberries, and I'm not sure, there's a tomato in here, and I think that's a sunflower that was a volunteer from years before. These are onions and garlic and potatoes. You can see that just everything is just growing like crazy. Even our grape vineyard, this started out as a tiny little sprig, and now it's, over the last 3 or 4 years, it's really expanded. And recently I had to repair this welding on this because a deer came down here and got its head through one of these and must have been pretty frightened. It actually broke some of the welds in the fence that I had made. But that's pretty much it.